Last year, I spent the entire year reading Proverbs. Every day I read a chapter of Proverbs. Every single day. Over and over and over the entire year. Every single day I read a chapter of Proverbs. What a blessing. And then I started reading it in different versions. I read it in King James Version. I read it in the New International. I read it in the New Living. I really like the New Living. I read it in the Message. The Message to me is hysterical, okay? The American Standard. Just reading it, and letting that word take root in my soul. So it may not be the Proverbs for you. It may be something else. It may be Until Today. It may be Acts of Faith. It may be Psalms. It may be the Torah or the Bhagavad Gita. It has to be something. But what I know is as women, in order to grow in our being, we got to have the word planted in our soul. Some word. It's got to be planted in your soul. Otherwise, when your being has to grow, you're going to start drawing on negative self-talk. I can't do this. Why don't they leave me alone? I'm tired. What do they think? What am I going to do? I can't. But when you have a word, you can go straight to your tender mercy towards me. Rather than something that's going to make you exhausted. Get a word. Get a word. I don't care what the word is. Get a word. Get a word. And study that word together. Grow that word together. You know, I'm not going. Everybody's not into the Bible. I happen to love the Word. I happen to love the Bible. I don't mess around too much in that King James version because that thing is dangerous. You don't know what you're doing up in there. You be to pluck your eye out, spoil the fruit. You got to really know what you're doing up in there. You understand? The King James Old Testament. Woo, baby. Yeah, you can hurt yourself up in there. Don't go in there unless you really learn it and know what you're doing. And I'm in a seminary and I don't mess around up in there. Some word. And with your word, get you a study buddy. Get you a study buddy. If y'all gotta meet by the phone 1 or 2 days a week or in the evenings, with all, you're not talking about the kids, you're not talking about money, you're not talking about nothing, but y'all are gonna study together. I read this and this is what I got out of it. Another word that I read for the latter half of last year was God Will See You Through by Mary Kupferl. Incredible piece of work, just reminding me over and over, growing in my being. But get you a word and get you a study buddy. And they'll read the same thing over and over. And when you get stuck, remind each other how to apply it. Yeah? Because we've got to know that this world and this society is shifting and changing. And that is going to look real different real quick. And when these men get finished with their craziness and their competition and all of, you know when they get in real trouble, they're going to look right at us, right? They want us to be quiet till they get in trouble. And then we become very important in the process. Yeah? And we want to have a word to give them too. Because what's coming and the changes that are required have to be born through us. You know, this whole notion of being midwives is really coming back. And we're going to have to pull ourselves through, each other through, our children through, our men through, our communities through. We're really going to have to be able to do that. So we can do that from our beingness, we can do that from the Word, and we can do that from holding on to each other. You know, this morning I had an opportunity to speak at FAME, at First AME. You know, and when I think about it and when I hear it myself, really a powerful word about a full court press towards your peace, towards your joy. Focus, very focused on what it is that you're doing. A full court press towards really stepping into your purpose, you know, and doing that thing. We don't have time to waste anymore on being on jobs that we're miserable at, with people that make us unhappy, circumstances and situations that we can't fix. Just, you know, forget it.